From the gritty streets of Grand Rapids, Michigan, to the roaring sidelines of AT&T Stadium, Marshawn Kneeland rose as a beacon of raw determination in the NFL. At just 24, this defensive end for the Dallas Cowboys had conquered doubters, turning college underdog status into pro stardom with explosive plays that lit up highlight reels. His net worth hit $3.2 million, fueled by a $6,832,646 rookie contract and early accolades like second-team All-MAC honors, plus that unforgettable first NFL touchdown against the Arizona Cardinals. Marshawn wasn't just a player. He was resilience personified, a symbol of grit in a league of giants. But what shadows hid behind his spotlight smile? What drove him from hardship to heroism, only to end in heartbreak? Dive in as we tour his lavish world. From dream homes and dream rides, to the family that fueled him, and the tragedy that silenced him. You won't want to miss this raw, revealing ride. Early life and struggles. Marshawn Kneeland's roots dug deep into the working-class fabric of Grand Rapids, Michigan, a city where factory echoes mixed with the dreams of families pushing against economic tides. Born July 8, 2001, he entered a world of modest means, the second of 4 children in a household where love outshone luxury. The Kneeland home in Wyoming, a suburb scarred by manufacturing's decline, buzzed with the sounds of shared suppers and sibling rivalries, but shadowed by underfunded schools and neighborhoods demanding street-smart survival. Young Marshawn learned early that opportunity was scarce. Pick-up football on potholed lots was his escape. Yet the grind of limited resources loomed large, from worn-out gear to the quiet stress of bills at the dinner table. At the epicenter stood his parents, Sean and Wendy, whose guidance forged his unbreakable core. Wendy, the fiery matriarch, was Marshawn's relentless cheerleader, a woman of fierce faith who viewed football as her son's lifeline to greatness. She'd rise at dawn for his weight sessions, her voice a mantra of motivation. Push harder, baby. You're built for this. Her own battles, juggling jobs to raise 4 kids, taught him resilience, turning can't into watch me. Sean, the steady patriarch, balanced her passion with quiet wisdom, a man whose support shone in actions like post-game drives dissecting plays. Focus on the next step, son, he'd advise, his calm an anchor in chaos. Together, they instilled values of unity and hustle, making family the unyielding foundation amid Grand Rapids' unforgiving backdrop. Hardships, however, carved deep grooves into his path. At Godwin Heights High School, Marshawn was no prodigy. Overlooked and position-shifting from tight end to defensive end, he scrapped for every rep on a team favoring flashier talents. Coaches remember a lanky teen enduring brutal two-a-days, benched and battling self-doubt, tears hidden in his pillow after scout rejections. "Why me?" he'd whisper. But Wendy's stories of her own struggles reignited his fire, pushing him through odd jobs like lawn mowing to fund cleats. Financial pinches bit harder. Family stretches meant hand-me-downs and skipped extras, yet they honed his edge. The cruelest trial struck February 18, 2024. Wendy's sudden death from an undisclosed illness, just as Marshawn prepped for the NFL Combine. Grief swallowed him. Practices dissolved into sobs, the void where her cheers once echoed unbearable. "She was my everything," he confided, clutching a nascent urn necklace of her ashes. Sean and siblings, AJ the creative videographer, Sean Jr. the reliable echo of Dad, and Yamya the joyful spark, closed ranks, their late-night huddles a balm. AJ's edits captured family laughs. Yamya's hugs bridged silences. From this forge of loss, Marshawn emerged tempered, his high school all-state sacks a prelude to college fury. These trials weren't defeats. They were the sparks that lit his ascent, whispering that pain propels the worthy. And as that fire blazed brighter, it carried him to the NFL's grand arena. Career journey. Marshawn Kneeland's NFL odyssey was a testament to tenacity, evolving from Mid-American Conference grinder to Dallas Cowboys disruptor in a blink. It sparked at Godwin Heights, where raw talent snagged a Western Michigan walk-on spot In 2019, as an 18-year-old freshman, he toiled on scout teams, absorbing schemes under coaches eyeing his untapped bull rush. Unrefined diamond, defensive coordinator Lou Peebles called him, praising film study marathons mimicking pros like Aaron Donald. Sophomore year cracked the door. His first sack versus Toledo ignited a spark, but a redshirt, 2021, sculpted him. Bulking to 268 pounds, he erupted for 25 tackles and 3 sacks, snagging MAC Defensive Player of the Week after shredding Central Michigan. Momentum surged in 2022, starting all 12 games with 42 tackles, 6.5 for loss, and 4 sacks, propelling the Broncos to 7 wins. Academics in sports management kept him balanced, echoing Wendy's wisdom. Game opens doors. Smarts lock them. The 2023 Senior Bowl dazzled with a 4.6 40-yard dash and 30 bench reps, but Wendy's February passing tested his soul. Channeling sorrow, he dominated the combine, viral tears declaring, "This is for Mom." Senior stats soared. 57 tackles, 7 for loss, 4.5 sacks, earning second-team All-MAC and mid-round buzz. April 25th, 2024, crowned it. Second round, 56th overall to the Cowboys, Jerry Jones booming. We need that Michigan Heat. His 4-year, $6,832,646 deal, with $4,011,000 guaranteed, changed everything. Rookie camp comparisons to DeMarcus Lawrence flew. Debut September 8th versus Cleveland netted 2 tackles in victory. Thrust into 11 games, he notched 14 tackles and a forced fumble, but a knee tweak against the Bears threatened derailment. Rehab, urn-adorned, was ferocious. Pains fleeting. Legacy endures. Mid-season return sparked fire. A sack on Jalen Hurts fueled a streak. Nike endorsements nodding his Bronco to Cowboy tail. Earnings hit $1,385,000 base, swelling his coffers. 2025 amplified his arc. Healed, he started 4 of 7 games, tallying 12 tackles, 1.5 sacks, 3 pass deflections. Coordinator Mike Zimmer lauding his technician's heart. Pinnacle, November 3rd, Monday Night Football versus Arizona, recovering a blocked punt for his first touchdown. Pointing skyward for Wendy amid stadium thunder. Micah Parsons dubbed it pure Marshawn magic. Rookie Edge Watch list and most improved polls followed. Bonuses pushing 2-year totals near $3 million. Grounded, he mentored linemen, hosted Grand Rapids camps. Wendy's echo in action. Injuries and draft jitters nipped. But milestones built a legacy of dominance laced with humility. From overlooked to essential, Marshawn's path blended heartland roots with pro polish, priming a life of luxury that beckoned next. Real estates. The Frisco Pinnacle Retreat, $2,850,000. Our journey begins at the Frisco Pinnacle Retreat, a modern fortress of precision priced at $2,850,000 inside Frisco's most guarded gated community. The foyer unfurls into a great room where vaulted ceilings lift the spirit and a wall of built-in cabinetry swallows every trace of daily life. Remote controls, crystal decanters, oversized photo albums, behind flush panels that open with the lightest touch. A linear fireplace runs the length of the room, acting as a subtle partition. One side hosts deep sofas angled for cinematic immersion. The other a cluster of swivel chairs that orbit a low ottoman perfect for strategy sessions or late-night card games. The kitchen transition is frictionless. Dual islands dominate. The prep island is a surgical station with integrated sink, pull-down faucet, and hidden trash pullouts. The breakfast island seats 6 on cushioned stools and doubles as a buffet runway for tailgate spreads. Every drawer is zoned, cutlery here, baking sheets there, while an appliance garage keeps the stand mixer and blender out of sight, but within reach. A concealed coffee bar slides out from the cabinetry, complete with built-in grinder and under-cabinet lighting that turns the first cup into a ritual. A dedicated dining alcove branches off like a private dining car. A built-in hutch runs one wall, upper shelves displaying heirloom platters, lower drawers hiding chargers, and napkin rings for 8-place settings that encourage second helpings. Ascending a staircase flanked by a shallow niche for a single-statement vase, the upper level reveals the primary suite. The sleeping area centers on a platform bed set against a textured accent wall that dampens sound. The ensuite bath is zoned luxury. A freestanding tub beneath a skylight. A glass-walled rain shower with multiple body jets and handheld wand. Dual vanities on soft, close drawers stocked with rolled towels. Back on the main level, the family wing feels like an extension of the great room. A wet bar anchors the space. Under-counter fridge for chilled bottles. Compact sink for quick rinses. Overhead racks suspending stemware by the stem. The mudroom laundry hybrid stacks front-load washer and dryer beneath a folding counter, overhead cabinets for detergents, pull-out drying rack that disappears when not in use. The outdoor pool is the estate's heartbeat, a heated infinity-edge rectangle that appears to spill into the horizon, surrounded by stone deck wide enough for yoga flows or dance-offs. A built-in grill station with side burners and warming drawer stands ready for rib feasts, while a fire pit ringed by curved benches invites marshmallow roasts. The Frisco Pinnacle Retreat is innovation incarnate. Every line purposeful, every transition intuitive. As we step away from its razor-sharp efficiency, our next destination loosens the reins, trading precision for playful personality. The Plano Harmony Haven, $2,450,000. Descending to $2,450,000. The Plano Harmony Haven swaps architectural bravado for whimsical warmth. A compact vestibule opens into a living room that wraps you in immediate comfort. A central fireplace commands attention without dominating. Its surround flanked by asymmetrical shelving that displays everything from vintage trophies to ceramic mugs. The seating forms a perfect conversation circle. 2 armchairs, a love seat, and a hidden ottoman that slides out to become an extra perch or footrest for movie marathons. The room's flow is circular, encouraging movement from fireplace tales to window seat daydreams. The kitchen is a playground of clever storage. A central island embeds power strips for instant smoothie blending or tablet charging mid-recipe. Lazy Susan corners spin pots and pans into reach with a single nudge, while a walk-around pantry lined with adjustable wire racks keeps bulk grains and canned goods, organized by expiration. Date? The formal dining room elevates the everyday, with a round table for 8 beneath a statement. Chandelier that lowers on a motorized pulley. A sideboard runs one wall. Upper cabinets holding wine racks. Lower drawers concealing stemware in felt-lined compartments. Upsihin the stairs, where a landing bench with cubbies below encourages shoe removal. The upper level unfolds into sleeping quarters that refuse to be generic. The primary suite centers on a platform bed that appears to float against the wall. The ensuite bath delivers a dual-head shower with handheld wand, vessel sinks on a shared vanity, and a makeup station separated by a divider wall with built-in hooks for robes or towel warming. The outdoor pool is pure lagoon fantasy. A pebble finish interior cradles the body like silk, while a shallow tanning ledge invites inflatable loungers and lazy floats. The Plano Harmony Haven is whimsy made functional, every corner hiding a smile. As we leave its playful embrace, our final stop grounds the collection in timeless rusticity. The Dallas Timeless Enclave, $1,950,000. Our tour closes at the Dallas Timeless Enclave, a rustic sanctuary priced at $1,950,000 that distills luxury into organic permanence. The living area revolves around a stone hearth fireplace with raised mantel shelf for candles or hand-carved keepsakes. Oversized sectionals encourage sprawl, perfect for family piles during Sunday games or solo naps. Glass-fronted bookcases protect cherished volumes while allowing light to filter through. The kitchen channels farmhouse soul with a deep farmhouse sink beneath a window herb garden. Trough that supplies fresh basil for midnight caprese. A live edge harvest table island seats 6 on backless stools that tuck completely underneath. The cabinetry hides rolling carts for small appliances, while a butler's pantry with second sink and open shelving for platters bridges to the formal dining room. Stairs with integrated risers for blanket storage lead to the upper level, where the primary suite roots itself in earthy repose. Shiplap accents the wall behind the bed, while a pair of armoires with felt-lined drawers organize sweaters and delicates. The ensuite bath leans into rustic spa territory. A clawfoot tub on tiled plinth for elevated soaks. Walk-in shower with river rock flooring that massages feet under multiple jets. Console-style vanities with vessel basins and towel bars that double as robe hooks. The outdoor pool is a verdant jewel. Freeform in shape, it mimics a natural pond with flagstone coping and rock waterfall that trickles from a faux boulder outcrop. The surrounding terrace, laid in irregular slate tiles, hosts hammocks strung between posts and sunken fire pit encircled by boulder seating for s'mores under the stars. These abodes weren't vaults. They were lifelines, photoed with family, plaqued with grit. Prosperity bloomed, wheeling him onward to garages, whispering Velocity's verse. Car collection. Marshawn Kneeland's rides weren't mere metal. They were mileposts of momentum, a curated trio echoing his surge from scrappy dreamer to NFL force. His garage spotlighted 3 steeds, fierce, fluid, faithful, prioritized by price, each a narrative of nerve and nostalgia, sans specs or sheen, just stories spun on Texas tarmac. At the pinnacle sits the Lamborghini Urus, a $250,000 SUV monster that redefined what it means to conquer both city streets and open highways. Picture Kneeland gripping the wheel, feeling the surge of its twin-turbo heart as it devours asphalt with effortless fury. This wasn't just a vehicle, it was his armored chariot, the one he'd fire up after a grueling practice, letting the roar drown out the noise and pull him into a world of pure adrenaline. Friends recall late-night spins where the Urus transformed ordinary drives into epic quests, its commanding presence turning every exit ramp into a victory lap. For Kneeland, it symbolized the leap from underdog to icon, raw power wrapped in Italian flair, ready to outpace any challenge life threw his way. Owning this beast meant embracing the fast lane, where hesitation had no place, and every acceleration was a reminder that he'd earned his spot at the top. Dropping down to number 2, the Mercedes-Maybach S-Class pulled up at $190,000, a rolling sanctuary of sophistication that whispered luxury rather than shouting it. Kneeland discovered its magic during those reflective moments off the gridiron, sliding into its embrace after a long day of strategy sessions and weight room battles. This sedan wasn't about flashy entrances. It was the quiet confidant, the one that carried him through thoughtful evenings, its adaptive suspension smoothing out the bumps of a high-stakes life. He'd often share stories of how it felt like gliding on clouds, a perfect escape where the world slowed just enough to let him recharge. In his collection, the Maybach stood as the wise elder, teaching that true power lies in poise, elegant lines and seamless performance that turned mundane commutes into meditative journeys, fueling the fire for the battles ahead without ever stealing the spotlight. Rounding out the trio at number 3, the Porsche 911 Carrera gleamed with a $120,000 price tag, the agile sports car that ignited Kneeland's passion for precision. This was the spark, the one he'd unleash on winding back roads, where every curve tested his instincts and rewarded his boldness. It became his ritual ride, the machine that synced with his rhythm on the field, quick, responsive, and alive with possibility. Teammates joked about spotting him tearing through traffic, the 911's growl a prelude to his next big play. For Kneeland, it captured the essence of pursuit. Not the longest haul, but the sharp, exhilarating chase that kept the heart racing. Compact, yet ferocious, it reminded him that greatness thrives in the details, turning every gear shift into a step toward mastery. As his fleet of powerful machines carried Marshawn through the fast lanes of success and solitude, It was the deeper bonds of family and love that truly kept his engine running strong. Personal life. Beneath Marshawn Kneeland's gridiron growl beat a heart woven with intimate threads, where family and love lent layers to his warrior facade. Siblings formed his fortress. AJ's viral clips captured kin joy. Sean Jr. mirrored Dad's steady. Yamya's mirth mended moods. Video calls bridged games. Michigan pies soothed losses. Loyalty's the real blood. He'd nod. Sean's echo in powwows over takeout. Love's anchor. Girlfriend Catalina, a Western Michigan spark turned soulmate. Quiet courtships, campus coffees to Broncos bleacher whispers, blossomed into bedrock by draft's heat. Artist-hearted, she confided earn nights, belief his buoy. No fanfare vows. Commitment crested in Plano picnics, stars witnessing sunset pledges. My chaos calm. Injury odyssey bonded deeper. Her rehab vigils, his devotions bloom. Parenthood pondered in whispers. Airs blending his hustle, her hue. Scrutiny stung sparingly. Rookie tail light stop sparked troubled tags. Grief-fueled fire dubbed erratic. Presser poise owned it. Growth trumps gripes. I'm built to build. Play parried. Community kindled. Shadows brief. Authenticity shown. Responses resiliences ripple. Community canvas glowed. Wendy's Kneeland gridiron grants funded underdogs. $50,000 via jersey auctions. Max Service Award for teen mentorship. Cowboys' character playbook clinics hammered heart over hits. Tools the turf, hammers hope. NFLPA MVP nod, yet repayments pure. Michigan Village's vow. Tapestry tender, ties heartfelt. His field's ferocity, life's luminous lift. A star's soul, shadowed no more. These depths delved fragility's face, culminating in calamity's cloak. Cause of death. November 6th, 2025, dawned dim for football's faithful. Marshawn Kneeland, 24, lost to apparent suicide via self-inflicted gunshot. Frisco, Texas shadows bearing witness. Prelude pierced. November 5th, 10:33 p.m., traffic stop evaded. SUV fleeing into night. Crash on Dallas Parkway. Foot flight to woods. Abandoned auto a final fumble. Dispatch dread. Catalina's 911 welfare plea from Plano. Voice quaking. He's armed. Talking end. It. History haunts. Reports swirled suicidal signals. Family texts stark farewells. 1:31 a.m. search unearthed him in portable privy. Collin County Examiner affirming firearms fatal toll. Grief's grip since Wendy's 2024 exit, the unseen siege. Teammates traced post-practice fades. Earns weight worlds heavier. League lament. Resources proffered. Cowboys statement. Siblings solidarity. Devastated. Light touched all. Not the how, but unspoken why. A clarion. Shadows shared. Journeys joined. No soul solitary. Wrapping Marshawn Kneeland's tapestry. From Rapids resolve to Cowboys crescendo, havens hewn, horsepower hummed, hearth held dear, let his light linger. Underdog to icon, his tale tempers triumphs with trials, urging us cherish kin, confront cloaks. Heart hooked? Like to lift his lore. Subscribe for soulful spotlights. Comment, which whisper from his way calls you? Playlist NFL luminaries awaits. Unite in uplift. Rest, Marshawn. Roar endures.